Okay, welcome back. We are playing Distant World Shadows. Okay, so if you stuck around for the end of the last episode for the redesign, we did get finished, and we now have to retrofit our ships. I didn't do the bases yet. We can do them, but I might as well wait for the energy collectors so I can put those on those. Somewhat important. It helps save on fuel, that kind of stuff. Let's just have a quick look here. Are we still inflated? Yes. Carbon fiber is dropping. Lead has come down, so we're still waiting on the steel, the major one here. Okay. So, retrofits. Before I do anything, I'm going to build one more construction ship. Yeah, and we'll get more sources of everything going. Okay, so get that done. So what ships do we have kicking around out here? Just these two escorts, I guess, right now. So we'll get those retrofitted. Okay, so those will retrofit, and before we do that, I'm just going to build me a small 3-ship fleet. And call that the new fleet, and we'll just call it the first fleet for now. There's a reason I'm doing that, is as soon as we hit our hyperdrives, there's going to be an event occur that we need a little bit of firepower for. Researching the wrong path. Oh, good. So I guess we're waiting a bit on those. Futile endeavor. Oh, okay. There's something I'm going to do right now. And that is rename this ship. I'm going to put a star in front of it. That way, any alerts that come up about that, I'll know it's the Explorer. I also do the same thing for my construction ships, except I put a plus sign in front of. It just helps me identify and prioritize the alert if I need to run off and look at it, or if I can just ignore it. You can modify to actually do that for you, but for the amount of each of those I actually built, it's not a huge deal. So, take you off of automation, and we are going to retrofit you. Okay, and that fleet is finished, so I'm going to hit Control 1, bookmark them, and it looks like they're just going to come over and do this. So I might as well let them. And hyperjump. So our first ship has taken its first hyperdrive. Distances that previously took months can now be traveled nearly instantly. Well, not quite, but close enough. And we are also receiving reports and unusual sensor readings at Tatooine 7. So where is Tatooine 7? Naturally. Right where I built my steel mine. Crap. Look kind of docile for the moment. Wow, 3 Kelters. I hope these guys will be able to do this. Well, those things are not a priority right now. Let's get over here. Target that. Ooh, where's that one going? Oh, they're going somewhere. Hang on. Okay, close. Pause. Okay, you hit that, you hit that, and you hit that. Uh-oh. Let's just slow this down a bit. Yeah. Run off to repair, I guess. Did I lose one already? No, they ran off to repair. That guy by himself isn't going to do much. Well, that one's only at 26%, so that one's at 83. And if he's going to try to impulse catch those, he's never going to do it. And one more thing. Ooh, got science done here. Hang on. So no project on the weapons. Well, I'm going to get logistics just because I keep forgetting about it. And when I really need it, I don't have it. So logistics, gravitic, tractor beams. And then we'll go for fighters. So that's 4 more things queued up. I never used to queue stuff up, but when you're running with the quicker tech tree, it just seemed to be coming in here all the time every time something's done. So I generally queue up 3 or 4 things now. Okay, you hyper jump over here because you're never going to catch that. Hey, I thought you were off for repair. Yeah, go do that. Uh-oh. If you got time. Go. Oh. Okay. Probably not going to even do that one. Oh, somebody else is back. Good. Okay, Kelter's eliminated. Fleet didn't come out very well, though. Oh. And, of course, these guys came over to try to do this. Why are you escaping already? Oh, shields are down, of course. Okay, off you go then. We'll come back and get those. Okay, so we got energy collectors. I think I can probably hold off till the end of the episode to go do our base retrofits. So, like I said, with just one pirate around, don't seem to be having too much trouble that way. So I think we got a bit of time. Any luck? Okay, one more thing I like to do at this point is retire this ship. And we'll get the tech advance for that. And the other one is still repairing, I think. Yeah, you got a ways to go. Don't know if you can see that, but you can tell by the background graphic that there's a lot of damage that needs to be repaired yet. So we'll let you go on with that. Those are you're still retrofitting. You're just coming in to do that now. And you retrofit. You are already retrofitted. So let's get that resort base built. And that, I think, was this place here. Yeah, 16% from the ancient monolith. Okay, so build a resort base. You are going to retrofit. And we will get a couple more explorers going. Oh, I'm out of money. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, a explorer then. And I'll just quickly rename that. I didn't realize I run that short of cash. Oh, well. inflation doing? Oh, steel's coming down finally. Kevlar's down a bit. Polymer's down. Carbon fiber is actually up a bit. Or is that? No, that was up before, so that's almost down. And that's it for inflation. So let's have a look at our... Yeah, so we're down for sure. From $3,000 down to $2,600 to maintain this, and down from $10,000 to build it. So you can sort of see how keeping those resources cheap impacts your whole economy. Okay, you're going to try that again, are you? No, you can just pick away at that. They're not much of a threat. So, as soon as this retrofit is done, we'll get out here and see what our neighborhood looks like. Ah, there's our two historical... Oops, hang on, resume playing. Under the Xenox, remember I said we had two historical sites known at game start, and that's what those are. A test zone there, and a supply outpost out here. That sounds kind of interesting, but we're a while before we get out there, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay. Here's somebody yelling in the background, somebody outside yelling at their dog. I live on the ground floor, so I get all that great noise. How are you making out there? Did you get him? Yeah, one down. I guess I could speed this up, but looks kind of weird when you're attacking at 4x speed. Okay, gotta love those railguns. I'm a big fan of railguns. As much as they're less accurate, just the shield penetrating. Oh, the wrong path. Oh. Yeah, that happens quite often too. The one thing I'm really shooting for. There was one game, hyperdrives got set back like twice. Like when I was almost done, it got set back twice, and I was right back to like 2%. That game did not go too far. Okay, so we are all upgraded there. Let's just go into the planner and see what we can see. Okay, carbon fiber is rock bottom pricing now. Steel's coming down. Kevlar, maybe better get another source of Kevlar. That seems to be going up. And there's hydrogen here as well, plus probably some other gases we need. So, oh, I was looking at explorers. Oh, okay, we don't have construction ships ready yet. But we do have an explorer ready, so let's just pop out here and we'll move to. And we got another one. And move to. So in the beginning game, with the pirates set that low, you're more concentrated on exploration. Unless you happen to get your intelligence agent to steal some maps. But I pretty much gave up on trying to do that with pirates. It's pretty risky. And believe it or not, it's actually easier to steal a galaxy map from like the Guardians. And the Guardians know like a third of the galaxy right off the top, maybe even half. condition. Is that part of our victory condition, actually? Yeah, explore 100% of the galaxy. So we have explored 1 out of 881 systems. So yeah, that actually might work out actually pretty good if we can get the map off the Guardians. And I usually have like a 50-50 chance of pulling that off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the nice part is I can try twice because I got 2 of these. Okay, we got logistics going. And I think we'll build another explorer. And I think I might just get a couple more escorts. Oh, of course, I'm out of money again. Okay, never mind, we won't. Well, I guess we got set back in the open trade network, so we can't build that wonder for a bit. We don't have the cash for it anyways. So I really got to stop spending and conserve my cash at this point if I'm going to get that. So I take exploration at this stage of the game. I always take it manually. I don't right-click Explore System anymore because the Explorer ship will start with every little floating rock and leave the planets pretty much till last. And you know, after half an hour of waiting for information, you don't get any. So I tend to come in here and just queue all these up manually. So queue next mission, move to, come up here, queue next mission, queue next mission. So those are done, and then we'll come over here. I'm on a resource hunt basically, so I want to know what's on all these things. So that's all those missions queued up. So he's got 9 queued missions. And if you need to actually clear those missions, you just come down here and clear all missions. And if you want to look at the missions, you just double click on the name down here. It brings up this screen, and there's all your missions right there. Unfortunately, you can't edit them, so you can stop specific missions, and then it'll just go on to the next one. Okay, so that's that one. Should finish that system up. And actually, was there any red X's in here? Always have a look here to see if there's red X's. That indicates space creatures. And since we have those maxed, the setting on those maxed, I have to sort of keep an eye on those. And you're still trying to get here. And let's rename this one. Okay. And pause. See what's in this one. Yeah, not much in that one. So this won't take long to queue up. So move to. Is that a moon? Yep. Move to. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Move to. Takes a little more time to go this way, but at least it gets done quickly. I don't need to know what every floating asteroid is. Okay, so that's done. And you're done. So I guess that recreation center got done. Yep. So no passengers yet. Let's just go have a quick look here. And we've got to wait for this thing. I just finished building it, so I give it a few minutes and the AI will build a passenger ship and start shunting some tourists over there. Okay, so okay, let's go to the planner. And maybe, let's see how we look in here, 1.3, so that's coming right down. We've got more Kevlar coming, and I think the rest of it looks not too bad. So, I'm looking at this just because there's some luxuries on it. Quasine Incense and Equestrian Skin. And Equestrian Skin. We need both of those, so let's get that. Luxuries will help with their happiness levels at our colonies. Okay. And I think we'll 4x it for now. Okay, so we got another constructor ready to go. Some more luxuries there. That's actually not a bad source. We probably still need Tidarius. Yes, we do. Alright, let's go get those then. And let's rename that. Just to put my plus sign in front of it. I'd like to do all the private sector stuff, just put some kind of indicator on it, but that's way too much time. Okay, received a bonus in coordinated control from disassembling that ship. Coordinated control, maintenance savings, awesome. Okay. And we are at 22 minutes for this episode, so what I might do is pause at this point and go do our base retrofit. So again, if you don't want to watch all that, you can skip on to the next episode, and otherwise we'll get started. And away we go. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in this screen, I tell you. Especially in the early game. Okay, so we now have energy collectors, so we're going to utilize those. Okay, so it says 72, but I think this, I don't know whether it's ever changed, but I think I remember reading that this depends on how close to the sun you are. So if you're not that close to the sun, this isn't going to be 72. It might be down in the 60s or 50s even. I'm not sure what the factor is on that, so as long as I overshoot a bit, then we're not dipping into our fuel capacity to power this station. So we can more or less rely on the energy collection and to power the station rather than fuel supply. And that'll help our fuel demands and that kind of stuff. So put that on, and we'll need some more Have in Life. Okay, and I'm going to do a weapon swap out here because we're still running with old weaponry. So 12 of those. Just to do things quick, I'm just replacing whatever numbers they had here. And again, because it's a small space station, I'm going to leave it fairly cheap, so I'm not going to hop up too much more on that. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And that's good. And our maintenance cost is now 2,200. Remember, it was up over 3,000. So with those resources coming down, it's helping us out. Okay, get the revision out of there. So energy collectors. Okay. And I don't build too many medium spaceports for the first half of the game anyway, so it's either small or large, so I'm not going to spend too much time in here. So save. Okay, so energy collector. Wow, need a lot of those. And we'll swap out some weapons. Okay. So we still only have Maxis blasters and missiles on this thing. I would like a handful of those. And a couple of those. Yes, this one's going to be a little more expensive. And I think I'll just stick with that for now. So life support. Okay, and we're still a little over, so I think I'll just go with that. Yeah. Depending on whether we get the open trade network will determine on how soon we build one of these anyway. So power, actually. Yes, we need more power. Whew. Almost messed that up. Wow, I got 13 on here already. It's just going to be mega expensive. Okay, so 524 plus 6 is 530, so we're definitely over. Excess energy output, so you basically want to add this, your shield recharge rate, and any movement costs you have. Make sure it all adds up to less than this. Okay, so we'll call that a design. Two of those, weapon swap out. Pulse, oh, I did that wrong. That should be missiles. And one long range gun. Should I increase that a bit? Should I throw something else on there? This is a resort base. I wouldn't mind a few more shields on that. Maybe bring that up to 600. And maybe we'll just leave it at that. Boarding. Yes, maybe I better bring the boarding up too. Maybe I'll throw a couple of these on. I'm still unsure about putting these on my bases. I guess it works, but I haven't seen a whole lot of... Maybe I'm not putting enough or something. Maybe as an experiment I'll try like 3 of those. That gets us up to 216 for defense on that, so that's pretty good. And we're now at 236, so we'll fly with that, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of experiment. Like I said, maybe I'm just not putting enough on, but I've seen very little benefit for having those. Maybe just got to load it up, I don't know. Okay, good enough. And same thing here. 2 of those, swap out the weapons. 2 seekers. 1 long range. And these are research stations, so I'll just throw one of those on. That's a good round of ammunition, I guess. Again, maybe I'll tweak those up a bit better later. Alright, good enough. And did I do anything with boarding? No, I didn't. I probably should. Yeah, maybe in the next retrofit. I'm not worry about it too much right now. Okay. I also don't want to lose any scientists on these either, so I gotta keep that in mind. But like I said, with the pirates at this level, the early game threat is pretty much non-existent. Well, it exists, but not to the degree it did with the Pirates on full strength. And I don't care if you think I'm wimpy for cranking those down or not. I have more fun with them like that than... Okay, and an epsilon. Okay. And again, defensive bases, I don't really use a whole lot right away. Nope, I only need one of those. So I won't spend too much time on this design right now. And more having life. And I guess we'll just call that a design, that's fine. And last but not least, our private bases. Nope, I already did that. I'm thinking energy collector. Okay. All right, 200, yeah, we did all that last time, so, and I could pep this up a little bit. You know what, go with a railgun. Go with another railgun. I like railguns. If a ship's coming in to try to board and I start hammering its components, then hopefully it'll take off. Okay, so we got 2, 1, and 4 rails. Okay. And I think we're good. Okay. As you can tell, I don't have any one set design strategy at all. I try different things each game, so if it looks like I'm sort of him and hawing all the time, that's why. Okay, so I think we're good. That's 32 minutes for this episode, so that worked out rather well. So we'll just leave it like that. We'll come back next episode and we'll get retrofitting. And yeah, at this point, we should start seeing some stuff happen. There's probably no point in going in here other than to look at our achievements, which we have none yet. I don't even have the 0 time at war yet. Okay, yeah, never mind. Pirate's still pretty weak, yeah. So I think we'll be canceling that agreement here real quickly too, once we get a few more ships built. I might actually wait until after Trade Network, or I get the Open Trade Network, or the Trader's Bazaar, or whatever it's called. But we're still a fair ways away from that. That setback sucked. Oh well, that's the type of things that happen in this game. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.